just now. So we were talking about the red one is the reflex angle, and then of course this inside one is called the interior angle. So there is a name for this angle. Oh, it's not called external, it's called exterior. Okay, it's called exterior angle. So for this question, right, the exterior angle, right, is actually equals to 180 minus the 108, right? So it's 72. Okay, in this case. Okay, so next time, right, if there is a question says, okay, there is a question that says the exterior angle of a polygon, okay, of a polygon is, let's say, 22 degree. So how? So in a way, this is 22 degree. Then you can find the interior angle already, right? So the interior angle is equal to 180 minus 22, right? Can you help me out? So just use the form interior angle equal to
158.
This way 158. Okay? So to decide the number of side for this polygon, right? You just use n minus 2 times 180 is equal to 158 times n. Then you will get n. So the n will give you the number of sides. Yes.
How come in front use x and then at the back use dot?
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Good. So in fact you need to be consistent. Okay.
Also my just say cannot use dot for exam.
Okay lah. Okay lah. Then you better use your times.
Because he say not all of the teachers might know, and our paper's going to be marked by other teachers.
Oh, okay, good. But your teacher understand the thought, no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then okay lah. So, but you need to manage your these times and the x well. Okay. If not, it can be quite confusing. Okay. Good. Next. So that's how you find your n. So that will give you the number of sides for this polygon. Okay. Next question. This is good. This one you use what to draw? The good one or the not so good one?
One first.
Yeah, the good one.
This one.
Yeah, the good one. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. This one is very good. It's good for many years. But of course you don't lose it. Using only a ruler, protractor, and compass, construct the rhombus. Okay. Then this is W. Okay. Can you tell me your steps? You do which one first? I'm confused.
Draw this one first. This one is
WX. So basically WX first.
6 cm.
6 cm.
Yeah, 6 cm.
Okay, good. Hold on. So next time, maybe you just help. Okay, in order to help me, I mean, you put one here. I mean this small in pencil, so that I know this is your step one. Okay. Good. Next.
And then because all sides of the rhombus is the same, right?
6 cm.
So this one 105.
Yeah,
I
105.
measure with the distance.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And then 105, find 105.
Okay, hold on.
And
Good.
then
Hold on. 105. So this is step two.
And this one is the dot that I use for the 105. And then I use this one.
Okay, but one up, yes, okay.
And then I do the line now. And then I do the same thing for over here and I draw the line for.
Then here, how you do here? How do you do the 6? Okay, so now, okay, you get this point. This is step 3. Step 4.
I do the same thing to over here.
How? Demo.
Measure
Measure what?
105. It is.
105? How can it be 105? From where to where is 105? 105 or 75?
75.
105 or 75?
75.
Yeah, should be 75.
75.
Okay, so 75, so this is your fourth step. So basically you label this as 75, and this is your fourth step. So once you get like this, you know?
And then after that, measure 6 cm. And then.
Okay, yeah. Actually, another way is you don't have to measure. So all you need to do is just come here. Right. So this point to use.
And then just.
No, I'm just letting you know, okay? Okay? Okay, good. Next. Side here. Set the order of rotational symmetry of rhombus. Order of rotational symmetry. So how many symmetry line? 2, right? How many line of symmetry?
2.
Somebody claims that all rhombuses are parallelogram, but not all parallelogram rhombus. You agree or you don't? I do, because not all parallelogram have the same length, or not? Then the bank and interest, you learn already or not? The interest rate in the bank, you learn already this concept?
Got.
We talk about it or you learn in school?
School.
Okay, never mind. So, I don't care what you learn in your school, but please follow my approach. Okay, come. Because I think your school approach can only allow you to solve the simple question. And my approach is going to help you solve very hard questions in the future. And I foresee you are going to get hard questions during your exam. So you better use my approach. Okay? Alright, so this question is okay. So simple interest. Start with simple interest first. Maybe I should use it. So SI means simple interest. Compound interest means CI. Compound means this. And I'm going to demonstrate to you the difference between these two. The question will tell you whether they want simple interest or they want compound interest. Okay? The question will tell you whether you should use compound interest or you should use simple interest. Okay? Let's start with simple interest first. So for simple interest, right, generally they will tell you something like this. Okay, someone deposit 5,000. Okay? For like 3 years at 3% per annum.
Annum is each year.
Per year, yeah, yes. Okay, so basically you are given this information, and it really depends what the question asks. So I'm going to demonstrate to you. So 3 years, right? 3 years. So what you need to do is you are going to find out the interest for the first, second, and the third separately. Okay? Why I teach you to do it separately, later you will know. I know, maybe your school will teach you, you don't have to split them. You just need to use the formula and then you can find all of them together. Okay? But I want to teach you separately first, because later for the compound interest, we are going to do it separately. Okay? And you need to do it separately for compound interest. So for the first year, right? So it's very simple. 1 year is 3% interest, right? So therefore, you have this deposit of 5,000. 1 year is 3%. So after the first year, the interest will be this one times this. I think it's $15, right? Use your calculator. Can you help me out?
$150.
15 or 150?
150.
Or what? 150.
Yeah, times 3%, right?
Yep, times
Yeah,
3%.
150.
Oh, okay, so 150, sorry. So this is first year. Huh? Second year, same thing. 5,000 times the 3%.
150.
150. Third year, same thing, because it's simple interest. So the accumulative, oh, so cumulative, they add up, right? After 3 years, right? The total interest is 150 plus 150 plus 150. Got 3 years, ma. First year is 150, second year also 150, third year also 150. So add them up, it's 450, right? So this number is the total interest. Okay? So sometimes they will ask you for the total money after 3 years. So what's the total money after 3 years? This one is the total interest. Now I want the total money. So how do you get the total money? Instead. Hold on. How do you get the total money? You get the total interest already. How do you get the total money?
The interest plus
What happened?
the original amount of money.
Correct. The money that you deposit. So that's the total money. Okay? Which is 5,000 plus the 5450, which is the total interest. Oh, my mom is calling. Let me just quickly turn. Hey, 做咩啊？你記過嗌媽媽我直接。啊，個咩人？有個咩人？你記個姐姐啱啱我。嗯。啊，你記個姐姐啱啱我。啊，好啊。大家拜拜。Okay? So that's the total money. So you need to read the question, what the question wants.
Okay.
Okay? Sometimes the question wants total interest. So sometimes the question wants total money. Okay? So you need to know what the question wants. Okay? So this is simple interest, right? Okay, let's do compound interest. The question is the same, but I need to do it compound interest way. So same thing, you do it separately. So it's interest. First year. So first year is 5,000 times the 3%, right? The answer is what? 150, right? Ha! Second year. I'm doing compound interest. I'm doing CI. This is CI. So the second year, right? This deposit is no longer 5,000. You know why? Because your 5,000 after the first year, you earn 150 interest already. So now the total amount is what? It's 5150 for the second year. That means you start the second year with 5150. The deposit plus the first year interest. Okay? Then you times the 3%. Can you give me the answer? Two decimal places.
154.5.
Two decimal places.
There is no zero.
Okay, good. 0. Okay, so now, third year. So the third year, you don't start with 5,000. You also don't start with this 5150. You start with 5150 plus
5304.50.
5304.5 times the 3%. What do you get?
159.135.
159, two decimal places.
14.
So what's the total interest?
Total interest.
Yep, add up. Add up these two. Two decimal places.
463.6400.
463.64.
64.
So this is total interest. So how do you get the total money?
463.64 plus.
This 5,000 plus the 463.64. 5463.64. Can you see the difference? For the simple interest, you start every year with 5,000. Okay?
Okay.
But for compound interest, right? The first year you start with 5,000. After the first year you get the interest, right? The interest actually belong to you. Am I right? Do you know that you put money in the bank and then they give you interest? That means you are going to get more out of the bank, right?
Yeah.
So first year, 5,000 you put in. At the end of the year, you get the 150 interest, right? So this interest will add to the original 5,000. Then the second year, you actually start with 5,150. Not 5,000 anymore. Can you see the effect for compound interest? Then if you start with this second year, you times the 3%, you will get this interest for the second year, right? At the end of the second year.
Yeah.
And then the third year, you will start with this second year interest plus what?
Plus 5150.
Correct. The second year that you start with.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That's how you do cumulate compound interest.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the reason why I asked you to do it separately. Even though for simple interest, you need not do it separately, but I think it's a good practice. It's a good practice. Why? Because this is a very, very clear-cut way of doing the question. Okay? So actually behind the scene, if let's say if you get a formula to find the total interest, maybe they tell you just something times something times something. Or maybe they say, 5,000 times 3%. Then you will get the total interest. But actually behind the scenes is you are doing this. Okay? So now to answer your question is over here simple interest. Can you see the word simple interest? So it says Nora deposit 8,000 simple interest for 18 months. So this 18 month, right, is not 1 year, it's also not 2 years. So it's in between, right? How you do it? So it's 8,000.
1 year.
Then can you do it? Yep, very good. So you have this 8,000 as a deposit at this 1.2% per annum for 18 months. So what are you going to do is, instead of using the formula, okay? Hello. I don't want you to follow your school already. You follow my method. So you just write down after 1 year, what's the interest? So it's 8,000 times the 1.2%, right? So what's the answer? So $96. Okay. So 18 months, right? So 18 months. So that means you split to 1 year and half a year, I guess. 6 months, ma. So 6 months means half a year lah. So 1 year is 1.2%, right? So now it's half a year. So you need to half this.
0.6%.
No, you don't call it 0.6%. You basically just take 1 year, you half it.
Okay.
So it's 96, half it, so what you get.
But they say it's R.
Hey, wait. I'm talking about Nora. Now.
Oh.
I'm doing Nora. This is Nora.
Oh.
So half year interest is? Okay, so one more time. Half a year interest is not like what you said is 0.6%. No, that's not the way to think about it. The way to think about it is 1 year is this one, which is 96, right? Half a year, so you don't get the total 96, you get half of it. You understand? You don't say, 1 year is 2%, half a year 1%. No. Don't think of it this way. This is not the right way to do it. Okay? The right way to think about it is 1 year is 2%. You just find out 2% is how much. Let's say 2% is 400. Okay? So what about 3 months? So 3 months is 1/4 of a year, right?
Yeah.
So you only get 1/4 of the 400 or 1/4 of that 1 year amount. Lor. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now the interest for Nora. So this is the total interest, right? So the total interest for Nora is this one plus this one, which is 144, right? And now it says what? Lisa total interest is $30 more than Laura. So that means what? Lisa means Lisa gets 144 plus the $30, which is 174, right? Okay, good. Then now this is the total interest. Then it says what? Lisa deposit same amount. So Lisa also. You don't have to look at your question already. Is everything here? Just follow the screen, right? Okay? I don't care about your this working also. I'm just teaching you my way of doing it.
Okay.
Split separately. Okay? And this is Nora. Now I'm doing Lisa. Okay? So Lisa is same amount. But interest rate don't know. R%. 18 months. Okay? So now your 174 is first year and then half a year. Okay? So what you do is 8,000 times the R%. This will give you the first year interest, right? So this will give you first year. Right?
Yeah.
Then you 8,000. You times the R% again. But over here it's not 1 year. It's half a year, so you half this. This will give you the second year, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you this one add with this one, equate it to 174. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the way to do this. So basically you just do 8,000 times the R%, then plus, so this one first year plus the second year, give you 174. So you just solve for your R. Okay. Okay, by the way, I hope you learn factorization method and you apply it here.
Okay.
Can you see this is common?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically just this is 1 times, so you take it out, take out the common factor, so you end up with 1 plus half, this one and this one left after you take out the common factor. So it's 174, so it's 8,000 times the R%, so this is times, right? So it's 174 divided by the 1.5. This is 1.5, 1 plus half 1.5. So what do you get? So 8,000 times the R% is equal to 175 divided by 1.5. 174 divided by 1.5.
116.
116. So 116 divided by 8,000. No?
0.0145.
100%. Times 100. That will give you percentage. Okay. So 1.45 is the percentage. What do you get? Okay, so you get the answer 145, but I hope you understand behind the scenes. Okay?
Okay.
Behind the scenes is this is the way. Okay? Find the total amount after 5 years. So you just like you say, after 5 years, then Lisa after 5 years need to times 5. Okay lah. 1 year is 116. Then after 5 years is 5050. Okay, good. So okay.
Okay.
So I'm actually showing you behind the scenes what you need to do lah. Huh? Okay, good. This one exchange. Exchange also should be very simple. I don't quite like the way you do the exchange currency question. Let me show you the easy way. One is GD. Okay, then they ask you what? SGD to NZD, right? Okay? So you know this the slash. What's the meaning of slash?
Or.
Okay lah. One way to look at the slash is or. That's in English, but now in mathematics.
Divide.
Yes. So it's 1 SGD divided by 1 NZD lah. So can you see 1 SGD is this USD, then 1 NZD is this USD. So in a way, your 1 SGD is equal to this. Divide by. Did you do it this way? Okay. So just use this divide by this. Okay? So therefore you will get, use a calculator, then you will get the answer. Okay, should be 1 point something lah. Okay? So in a way you need to know how to read this mathematically. Okay, no, I don't need your answer because this is too simple already. Because just key in, then just
1.109.
yeah, no, I don't need that one. Okay? That means you just need to know how to read this one mathematically. Okay? Then limited back addition, then of course this one is super simple also. Okay? The gradient of CD.
I can't read the graph. If I get it wrong, it's because I can't read the graph.
Okay, you label all the points first using a. Wait, label all the point meaning what? Circle, extend it out. Circle, extend it out. Circle, extend it out. Because if you label inside, I can read. You label all the point first. Use a pencil. After you label, I check your number. That's not the way to label. The way to label is bracket, x coordinate, y coordinate with a comma. You don't know how to label a point. That means you don't know the expectation. Okay, you better know the expectation now then. Okay, if you have forgotten, you better remember it by now. After today. So if I give you this point, how you label this point? Imagine this is in between, exactly in between. So you label a 3, 3. Okay? Next point, this point. So the way you label is negative 4, 0. X comes first, y comes next.
Okay.
And then with a bracket, comma, and I ask you to use a pencil. Simple instruction. And use what? I ask you to use a pencil. Because I know you're going to get it wrong.
Use pencil to see.
And when you label or do sketch, draw, pencil.
Done.
Let me see. If next time I ask you to use pencil, you use anything other than pencil, you get it right, you'll be scolded also. Simple instruction. Okay? Did I not ask you? It's recorded. Did I not ask you to use a pencil? There is a reason I asked you to use a pencil. There is a reason. Huh? Simple instruction, not so hard to follow, right? You see the monster inside you? Refuse to listen to instruction once again. Okay? If you refuse to listen to instruction, that's how you will mess up the question. Once you mess up the question, you get it wrong. Okay?
Okay.
Where's your point A? I ask you to label point A.
Oh,
You label what?
thought you told me to label that one.
That one means which one?
The numbers.
What did I say? What did I show you?
Um,
I asked you to label the point next to the point, right? How many points you have in the question?
4.
4. Then what you're supposed to do?
Label the point.
Which point?
The 4 points.
Then what you have labeled then?
The number.
Refuse to do it in pencil and do your own way. You don't know what's the expectation. You don't know what is needed from you. Once again, what do you mean? What do I mean by label the point?
Label the 4 point.
Do what?
Like write down the number, the coordinates.
Where?
Beside
Beside what?
the point.
So if they ask you to label point P, you better label point P. Don't give other unnecessary stuff. You don't know what is expected from you. If next time I ask you to use pencil, you use any other thing than pencil, that means you are breaking the rules intentionally. That means, okay, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Done? Okay, so looks like you are still not sure what is what. There are certain keywords you need to remember for graph. This thing is called the x-axis. This is called the x-axis. This is called the
Y-axis.
correct. This is called a point. This is labeling the point. Then what is this minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, and all these 2, 4? What is all this called? It's called the scale. Okay? So, you answer the question. I ask you to label the point, you can label this point. Not giving me all the scale. I don't need the scale. Okay? Okay? And I ask you to label the point, that means the point given, not something like, oh, I'm happy. Okay? I want to label this. Then go and happily label this. Nobody asked you to label this. Because the question never asked for this, right? The label already, the question already give you what? Example, the question give you A and B. Then you better give A and B only. You don't give me other nonsense. Are you clear? And by the way, this is called the origin. Both 0, 0 is called the origin. Okay? So these are the technical terms you need to remember before you know what is expected out of you. Alright? Okay, good. Let me check your labeling of points. A, B, C, D. 0, 2. 4, 2. 3 minus 1. Your C is what? 1 minus 1. Okay, correct? Okay? So, CD. The formula is? You want to redo? You want to redo part A? Because now you label A, B, C, D already. You want to redo? You have labeled A, B, C, D already, right? And they are correctly labeled. Do you think you need to redo your part A?
Yes.
Okay. You write down the formula first. Don't skip a step. You write down the formula, then you sub in the value. If you got negative number, you bracket the negative number. What's the formula for gradient?
y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2.
Very good. Then you sub in the value. If you got a negative number for
Bracket.
negative number, then you use your calculator. Solve it. Look. Where's your CD? Where's the line CD? Where's the line CD?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's downward, right? So it's a slide down. Is it negative? No, it's negative. So at least the sign is correct. Because it's, you understand me? That's how you decide. Okay? Equation of line AD. Y equals to 2. Okay. Area of the quadrilateral. How do you find area of quadrilateral? Use the formula or use what? I don't understand this. I don't know what you use. You say 3 times half, then later, then bracket. I don't understand this.
I wrongly placed this one.
No, what have you done? I also want to know. What have you done?
Trying to find this.
You have the area of this. So what have you done?
Assume that these two parts is like half of this, and then divide by 2.
Did I teach you this way?
No.
What way I teach you?
Plus this one.
Plus this. What do you mean? I don't understand.
Like split this into 2 parts.
How many parts? So this figure you split how many parts?
3 parts.
3 parts. Okay, 3 parts. Okay, good. Then you better give me 3 parts. So I should see area of 1, area of 2, then you add them up. Area of 3. Does it make sense? Why? Why there is no formula for this? Why there is no formula for this trapezium?
Because it's an irregular shape.
No, that's not the word I said. There is no fixed formula for what figure? Composite figure. And this is a composite figure. What is a composite figure? A figure that is a combination of regular figure, like triangle and square and rectangle.
Okay.
So there is no formula for you, and you need to split and find out one by one. And this is what you should do. Find 1, find 2, find 3, add them up. Understand? That's why I look at your working. I don't understand them at all.
It is still 9.
I don't care about the answer. Okay? The answer can be 9. But the approach can be very different. Let me show you. Okay? Sec 1 student asked me in Bukit Merah Secondary School. The answer is 17. But one student get 15 plus 2 is 17. The other one is 14 plus 2 is 17. I mean 3 is 17. Then the other one give me 17 over 2 times 2 is 17. So over here, all answers are 17. But only one of them is correct. Okay? Same thing. This approach, you find 1, 2, 3, you add it up is 9. Just now the approach, I don't know how you do it, but you get 9, right? Which approach is correct? This one is correct. That one might be correct, but I don't understand. Okay? So you better use the one that we all understand. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Next. Ratio. Ratio is very simple. Okay? So get it into simplest form. This question we have been doing it so many times already. What present age lah, what 5 years later. Okay? Very simple. Okay? Yeah, but over here 5 years ago. Okay, 5 years ago is this. Joseph was 3 times of Kelly. So Joseph equals to this 3 times. Yep, good. You remember the other time how you do this or not? So this one 5 years ago. So it's Joseph is equal to y minus 3 times 2 over 3. Okay? So you remember last time how you do this? Let me show you. Are you supposed to open the bracket? Or you should just do this?
Just do that.
Which one? Just do it this way. Okay? Why? Because
Less troublesome.
Okay, it really depends. Depend on the situation. Okay, let me demo to you. This one you can see as over 1, right? So when you see this as over 1, then you just numerator times numerator, then denominator times denominator. Then that's how you end up with this. Okay, let's say you never do it this way. You open it. Okay, so you end up with this. Both answers are correct. Both answers are correct. But what? What they want? They say write down an equation in terms of y, right? 你这个都不是 equation 了。Joseph is 2 years younger than Kelly, so Kelly plus okay. So plus Kelly's 8. So 5 years ago. Okay. Your answer is okay, but presentation is wrong. I mean I cannot say your answers. Your answers is not okay. The concept is okay. So once again, you just show me from your work your approach is quite you have a very ambiguous, very unclear understanding of the question. That's always your case. Maybe not always your case, but generally among students. Here they say Kelly's age. This one is correct. So Kelly, y minus 2. Right? Jason? Y. Right? Oh, now is y plus 2. So this is the now. Then there is the 5 years ago, right? So 5 years ago, Kelly is y minus 3. Jason is? Look at the screen. Now Jason is y. 5 years ago, Jason is?
Y minus 5.
Correct. This is how you should present. Next. 5 years ago, Joseph. Which one is Joseph?
J.
Up or down?
Down.
So, Joseph is?
Y minus 5.
Was 2/3 times the age of Kelly. 2/3 times. Which Kelly you are talking about?
Bottom one.
This is what you are supposed to show. Because they won 5 years ago. That's why you are wrong. They won 5 years ago. Then you better pick from the 5 years ago. For part B. So next time, if they can say 10 years later. So I want to see now, K and J. 10 years later, K and J. Okay? I should see these two sets of number. Look at what the question asks. Give it to them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? You did not show this. You did not show this. Okay? You are supposed to show. Then what they say? Solve. Okay, no need. Wrong. Because your above is wrong. Are you clear? Okay? Come, next. Volume of the container. So, is this container a regular shape?
No.
If it's not regular shape, how?
Minus.
Okay, you can use minus, but you can also use plus.
Plus.
How? Pick it up. Shape 1, shape 2, shape 3. Right? Then you add up. The other strategy, find the entire one minus this empty one, right? So let me see. I don't understand 4.5 times 3 times 6. I don't understand.
Over here 4.5 times 3, which is. No,
Okay,
3.
wait. When it comes to labeling next time, can you use a pencil so you don't mess up the figure? Same thing, you don't mess up the graph. Okay? Labeling, unless you are writing the answer. Okay.
3 over
3 over
here
5. 3 over 5, yeah.
times 8, which is over here. Which means we find here, this one.
So you use what again?
8 times, wait, 4.5 times, oh shit, 6. 4.5 times 3 times
don't understand your sense.
Wait.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I found it over here.
Okay.
So I was trying to look for this one.
Okay, good. So this one should be a dotted line, because it's not there, ma.
So
Okay, good.
it's this one. This one
Yeah,
is this one.
Good.
And then 8 times 6 times 3. 8 times. Wait, 8 times 6. Oh, 8 times 6 times 3.
Which one you find? Can you write down here? This is an empty one. Can you just write down this is an empty, so that I know what you are writing? Yeah. So the next one, 8 times 6 times 3. What is that? What is that? What's your strategy? Can you tell me your strategy? What's your strategy for this question?
Find this thing.
The empty one and then?
And then minus. Oh, okay, wait. I accidentally minus this one because
No, hold on. Use your strategy. Tell me your strategy first.
Find the whole thing. And
Whole
then
thing, okay,
minus
good.
this thing.
Which one is the whole thing?
8 times 10 times 3.
Where's the 8 times 10 times 3? Where's the 8 times 3? Where's the 8? Yeah,
8 is this thing.
Okay, the height.
10 is this one.
Okay, yeah.
I accidentally removed the 1 because I was trying to erase. I wrote an
Yeah,
X,
got it.
and
I know. That's why 240 is
times
correct. Okay, good. Can you next time write down what is this whole thing about? So this is the empty one, I understand already. This one? In front. So what is this whole thing? Okay, you can write the whole calendar or the whole thing, right?
This one is the.
So can you write down a simple statement? So when I look at it, I know. Otherwise, I really don't know what are all this. Then this one is the solid lah, right? Good. So basically that's the strategy. Okay? So if you use the strategy minus, can you write down a simple statement in front to inform whoever is going to look at this? Okay? Correct. Find the height of water if this water is poured into it. So how do you do this question? Strategy. I want to understand strategy. So water pour into this. So 3.5 times 10 times 3.
Times 10 times 3. Oh. So first I find this one, which is the bottom one.
Good. So can you, something like this. Okay, very good.
And then 125 minus 105.
This one. 125 is the water.
125 is the water.
So you minus the 105, what you are left with?
Left with these two parts.
I mean, this is called the balanced water. Because you use the 125 minus the water, already fill this up, right? So this one will give you the balance. Now, balance of water. So this balance of water is going to fill up these two. Right?
And then I divided it by 2.
Correct, 10. So this 10 what? Divided by the 2, divided by the 3, okay. That will give you the height, right?
And then
Okay, good.
I will divide it by 3 because over here.
Yeah, okay, I
This
understand.
one is 3.
Yeah, so you get the height. Then what?
And then I add this. And then I add this one.
With the bottom 3.5, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Correct.
And it goes to this one.
Yes. So can you write down a statement next time? Whoever look at it, they know what you are writing. 30. So length AB. The parameter is 40. So x is 15. So if x is 15, the length of AB is 1x or 3x?
X is 15.
AB is? You look at AB.
Length
AB
of
is 1x
3x.
or 3x? X is 15.
What is X 15? I wrote 5.
Oh, okay, good. 可以. Okay, so 3x is 15. Okay, good. Okay. Find the length of C. Where's CE?
C is the slope.
Height. It's the height. It's the height. They already give you 90 degree already.
Oh.
So do you think you can find it yourself? Okay, so basically you have this. maybe you can look at this first. You look at here first. So you have the height here. Okay. They give you the area, right? What's the area given?
60 meters square.
16 meters.
60.
Okay, 60. Thanks. And then you know this is 15, right? And yeah, good. I think you can. By the way, this is a composite figure, right? How? That means you need to break this into a figure 1 or figure 2, figure 3. Then you add them up, they should give you 60. Or you can't see it?
No. Because if this one is like
Okay,
this
never
one,
mind.
right,
Hold on. I'm going to get this question to this. I just need to rotate this. Is it like this? Yeah, something like this. Something like this. Okay? Give you this is the height. Okay, this is the height, right? Can you see that? Okay, what shape is parallelogram, right? What's the formula for parallelogram area?
The two triangles.
This is the
plus,
base.
Like a rectangle in the middle.
Yeah lah, but the thing is, this is the base, right? This is the height, right? So if you turn it, you turn it around. Can you see that this side, just cut away, you can fill up here. And it's going to give you what? It's going to give you a
Rectangle.
yes. So how do you find the rectangle? Area of rectangle?
Length times breadth.
This is the breadth. This is the length, right? And the length actually is the height, right? Can you see? So therefore this is the length. The base is actually the breadth. So the in a way, right? Parallelogram area is base times height. So the base times the height here will give you 60.
Base times the height.
Yeah, base times the height. Yeah. I just proved to you, yeah? Base is the breadth. The height is the length. I just proved to you. So what is this? Which is also this.
This is 5 cm.
Yeah, 5. So 5 times the height. Which is easy.
15.
Yeah. Easy. Which you need to find. Which is 12. Yeah. So once again, area of parallelogram. Formula.
Parallelogram.
Yes.
Height times breadth.
Yeah. No, there is no breadth here.
Line.
The height times the. When you have the height, this is called what?
Slope.
When you have the height, this is called what?
Base.
Correct. So what's the area for parallelogram?
Height times base.
Base times height. Okay, so from today onward use the formula. For parallelogram, base times height. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Next. So 200 is this, okay. Then convert into meter square. 为什么你要 convert to meter square? Oh, because it's meter, is it? I don't understand why you convert to meter square.
Which one? Because meter. That one cm.
Okay. Okay. So you want to find out how many of these, okay? Huh? So expensive? Hold on. So you are trying to say 60 meters square is okay, inside 3,000 of it. Okay, makes sense. Okay, this one we will talk about it next time. This is something new. I want to talk about it in more details. So this one you just put it in, right? Okay, good. Put it in, good. Then explain what the equation represent. This one is the gradient, right? 为什么就 in pencil?
Oh, because I just finished writing that one, so I just.
So what you do, you just write down y equals to mx plus c, right? Then just m is represented by the minus a, right? The c 240 is the. Can I look at your graph?
The graph is behind.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
Right. I just check two things, very easy. First, I should see that 240 这里. Okay. Second, I should see slope down. Okay. Looks good. Then what? I'm gonna find the money and has 18 days. 18 days 这里. Yep. Yes. Dotted line. Dotted line. Or not solid line. By the way, you're supposed to use a ruler, not wavy line. Okay. Dotted straight line. Then use your graph to find. No. How long it will take Maria to spend all her money? 30 days. Okay, good.
It's already indicated in the graph.
Then question 9 是什么? Question 9 is what? Auto less than 20% possible recycle. Okay, good. So this question is the percentage question. Okay, no problem. So next lesson we will start from percentage and the cylinder. Okay, we will talk about these two concepts in more details. Okay, because these two concepts are maybe percentage is not new, but the cylinder is new. Okay, I want to spend some time on the cylinder. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Share my homework.